Welcome back, Roberts Wesleyan College, and welcome to the first Monday kickstart of the semester. It has been a wonderful week seeing many of you on campus and some of you virtually as well. And today I have the privilege of sharing a little bit more about our theme for this year and the verses that we've anchored in. As I think about how you might be starting this semester, I think about where you might be. And I know there's a lot going on in your life and on this campus and even in your homes. And I just wanted to begin by saying how glad that I am that you are back on this campus and in our virtual space. As a matter of fact, I'm standing here in Hale Auditorium, and it just gives me a little sense of being back together with you. Each summer, I spend time in prayer and reflection and going to a group of individuals to give me some counsel on what our theme might be for the year. And I want to talk to you about that today. But before I do that, I want to remind you about last year's theme. You know, we had no idea what that theme would mean to us as we moved through last year. But if you remember, our theme was forever faithful. And it was anchored in the verse, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." And I want to remind you that on our campus is an Ebenezer that we placed as we kicked off last year. It's located in front of Minor, between Garlock and the Golisano Library. And I want to encourage you as you walk by that to remember that God is faithful in your life and on this campus. But as I began praying and thinking about this year, I was trying to figure out how we could capture this season in our community and in our own lives. And so this year, our theme is God is Here, anchored in Isaiah 40, verses 28 through 31. And let me read those to you. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and the young stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This year, Pastor G is going to be speaking and sharing a little bit about what it means for God to be here on our campus, in our community, and most important, in our individual lives. There are many pressures and uncertainties that we all face, but we can be confident that God is present. The reality is our journey is ongoing, and there may be times when we get tired and weary. I know I am, and I know some of you are experiencing that as well. There will be times when we wonder, is God hearing? Is he listening? Does he hear our cries? But there will also be times that he provides the strength and gives us all we need to keep going. I want to give you a few things to think about this week as we begin to unpack what it means for God to be present in Isaiah 40. And that scripture gives us an idea of what that might look like. So first, it begins by asking a few questions. Do you not know? Have you not heard? When I read these questions, I ask myself, am I listening? Life can be overwhelming at times. And how I am slowing down to listen to what God is saying is the question I have to ask myself. How do I listen so that I can find the peace and the confidence that I need? The peace and confidence that can only come through my relationship with Christ. This semester, we will be encouraging you to use prayer and scripture, small group conversations, and even more to slow down and hear what God might be saying to you. Are you listening is the question. The passage goes on and gives us some encouragement also. It says that even when I'm weary, he is not. He will provide the strength we need to get through the challenging times. And that when I'm tired, the passage says, those that hope in the Lord. Another version says, those who wait on the Lord. Again, we're taking time to slow down and invite the Lord to be part of our day. And finally, this passage reminds us that He will give us all we need to keep going. As we begin this semester, virtually, on-site, residential, or commuting, I want to encourage you to begin your semester reflecting on what it means for God to be present in your life and in this time. You know, not just during Monday Kickstart, but daily, I want you to be thinking about your relationship with Christ. And if you want to understand what that might look like, I invite each of you to reach out to the Office of Spiritual Life and Pastor G. Whether you're already on your journey with your relationship with Christ or you want to figure out a little bit more about it, please reach out to Pastor G, and he can help connect you and have conversation with you about what a relationship with Christ could look like and how you can experience the peace and confidence of God being present in your life.
Miracles when you move, it's such an easy thing for you to do. Your hand is moving right now. You are still showing up at the tomb of every Lazarus. Your voice is calling me out. Right now, I know you're able. And my God, come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. Everything's possible by the power of the Holy Ghost. A new wind is blowing right now, breaking my heart of stone, taking over like it's Jericho, and my walls are all crashing down. 'Cause right now I know you're able, and my God, come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a
God is here on this campus. Even when I can't feel it or see it, He is shining a light into the dark spaces. He's making a way forward. He's ready to connect with you in a deeper way this semester. He is here when we are frustrated. He is here when we are discouraged. He is here when we are crying out and don't know what else to do. He's here when we're tired and weary. He's here when we are at peace. He's here when we are hopeful. He's here when we trust Him. He's here when we are at peace. Even when we don't see it, you need to know He's working. And even when we can't feel it and we get anxious and we're not sure, He is working. He's the Alpha, the Omega, which means the beginning and the end, the first and the last. He sees our steps, He hears our cries, and He never leaves us. This semester, I want you to experience the presence of God in an uncertain time. I want you to know that God is here, not just on the campus of Roberts Wesleyan College, but in your life personally. Please make sure you're reaching out. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you're going back to this verse as a place of encouragement. Together, as we start this year, let's be confident that God is here.